What's going on?
This train stops sometimes. I think it's some maintenance thing. It'll start again at some point.
Had a good rest?
Had a dream.
To say that dreams are simply a collection of images, sounds, and sensations is a criminal understatement. It dismisses the immense level of depth involved in dreams. There is a reason why it captivates the worlds of science, religion, and philosophy. And despite how far we have progressed, the functions and contents of dreams remain a mystery. Dreams so delicate that they can completely crumble away the moment we open our eyes, but so potent that it becomes our reality while we are asleep. I found this stranger's memory in a train that more often than not puts its passengers to sleep. On this day, our subject X had a peculiar dream.
What did you dream about?
It began from a childhood memory so distant that I should have forgotten a long time ago. I bumped my head against the edge of a table when I was 2 years old, and when you tried to put an ice pack against it, I'd push it away and cry endlessly.
I was quite careful when taking care of you as a child. There weren't many times that you hit your head under my watch, but that one time panicked me. What else did you dream about?
Picked me up from school one day, and I could see your red eyes glistening with tears. You were crying on your way to pick me up. We drove home in silence because I didn't want to pry.
It must have been the time your mother filed for a divorce.
The dream goes on. Time moves faster. High school, college, university, and eventually, I got my first office job at Monzalo Papers. Moved out of your house a year later, and we agreed to meet every Friday after work, until on one of our weekly meetings, I noticed a very tiny thing behind you, a shadow of some sort, it seemed. And the next week, it was still there. The next week, I noticed that it'd gotten bigger. Time moves faster. The weeks go on, and the tiny thing behind you, it turns out to be a creature, standing behind you, growing fatter and bigger each time we meet. It looked gross, a dead, bloated, rotten thing with bumps and veins sticking out of its skin, and there were holes in its body that glowed red. Must have been years of us meeting every week when it was eventually towering above and behind you. I'm sure that, at that point, I was not seeing memories anymore. The dream was ahead of me now. It seemed to be a time, somewhere later in the future. And at the end of it, you were waving at me as I was looking back at you and walking away.
I have cancer.
A gut feeling, perhaps. Was it her subconscious making micro calculations to tell her about her father's condition? Let's not deny that we are capable of such things. We have gut feelings, intuition, a sixth sense, telling us things in a language beyond words, bypassing conscious reasoning, sometimes even logic. It is how we escape danger by the skin of our teeth. Think what you may, our subject X believes that what happened on that train was a paranormal experience.